I think music draws people. It's one of the easiest mediums to communicate a mood. Some people say you can do it with words and how you express the words. So, when you're acting, you could say, I love you. You could say, I love you. You could say, I love you, and it would feel different. But with music, I think it's even more impactful. With a chord, with the way, you don't even need a singer, you could be a trumpet, a saxophone, and all of that would just convey a different emotion. My name is Ruth and I'm a musician. Within the realm of contemporary music, I do producing, arranging, composing, performing, music directing. The time when I planted the flag to say that I want to do music was probably after JC. Thinking back now, it laid the foundations for me becoming a professional arranger. RGS was the first place that really gave me a platform to sing during assembly. So I remember being in the hall and I was playing and singing, and then suddenly the girls went wild and I was like a mini superstar in school, right? So it's like, I don't know you, but you know me. And it's quite funny because even now, because they remember that, at that time there was this girl who could play and sing with a very deep voice and singing quite R&B at that time. By the time I hit JC, I was doing a lot of music. I was actually arranging out of my home studio. I actually teamed up with a lyricist who wrote in Mandarin, my friend Jackie, and we wrote over 100 songs. In the span of Sec 2 to about JC 2, we had easily 100 songs. The first thing I want to show you is my first album. I'm very proud of it. It's called Relaxation. It says Ruthie and Jackie. And this tape, we produced 30 of these tapes using the hi-fi set, quick dubbing. The entire album was recorded using organ, my friend's organ, and that shows you that you can make music anywhere. At that time, you asked me what I was passionate about. It was definitely music. There wasn't even a close second. I would say a distant second was business. I asked my dad, so Dad, I really want to go to Berkeley. And he said, yeah, if you really want to go, then that's where you should go. I just thought he was the coolest dad ever. After I graduated from college, every single project was, for me, like 100%. Like I put all my heart and soul into it because I was growing, I was meeting new people, everything was exciting. Some of my regular collaborators include Zhang Hui Mei, Li Ronghao, Angela Chung, Eric Moo, just to name a few. And so I think by the time I reached 30, maybe I fell a bit out of love with music, and that was actually very frightening. And so there was one night in my hotel room that I was just thinking that I would register a company. I would build a home studio where it could become a creative place for musicians, artists, songwriters to just come in and write and make hit songs that would become classics for the next generation. There's never been any doubt in my mind that doing music was the right choice for me because it's something that I love and it's something that I have a gift at. About a decade ago, when I went back to my alma mater and I met an old music teacher that had taught me music when I was in school. I told him that there were some young girls who had just told me that they thought it was a shame that I was doing music full-time because I had good grades. And he told me, Ruth, actually what you're doing is very important because you're like an emotional doctor. What you're doing with your music is that you're healing souls and you're healing lives, healing hearts. And that actually sometimes is much more difficult to do than healing a physical body. And so with that, I was actually quite inspired. I felt like I was given a great mission, and I keep that with me, that the music that I create should be something that is able to touch somebody else, to bring joy and peace or just a smile to someone's face. I think success for me is very much to become the best version of myself that I can be. I do believe that when we commit to doing something, that there is actually a very powerful energy in that. Another definition of success to me is that I'm building other people up. Because I think that relationships are one of the most important things in life. And so I feel that I've succeeded if, when I look back and I see that I've added value in the lives of the people who've worked with me, who've played with me, who are my friends.